on? Because at first I thought my email was acting up or what it was. Because at first I was like, I normally would get emails from you whenever we go live, and it was like, what is happening here?
Yeah, I guess it was just either my Wi-Fi or just a StreamYard issue.
Yeah, I was about to say that could be it. Because at first I didn't know what was going on. I really thought it was something on my end or what. I don't know.
Sure. I'll look into it.
Yeah,
You had a good weekend?
yeah, yeah. For the most part. What about you?
Yeah, my weekend was pretty good. It was a pretty long weekend. Had to get a lot done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got off work like 7 a.m. this morning.
Oh, you had to work all night. Okay.
Yes, and then they gave me the day off today.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I've just been low key just trying to plot some things together.
Yeah.
Had to hear everybody talk about Dreamville at work,
Yeah, yeah. I know. I kept seeing it on like all over Facebook, Instagram.
which I have to do a video about a certain topic or what
Mm.
J. Cole did.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now because I saw it earlier.
Yeah, which I have mixed feelings about.
Mm.
Hey Q, what's up? Yeah, I forgot to make a notification last night, but we're gonna reschedule that for Wednesday. Just we just have to both prepare ourselves. That's all. Plus, I was busy as hell on yesterday. So
Yes.
Q said, "What do you think?" I'm gonna talk about that in another video. Q, I'm gonna talk about that.
But what?
He asked me what I think about J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar on concert,
Mm. Well, I mean, it's pointless to have another beef going on. I mean, like we've seen people go at it, having feuds and this, that, and the third for years. I mean, what since what the '80s, '90s, early
Yeah,
2000s. I mean, it's been going on the last couple of decades now. I mean, don't you think it's getting old between two grown men, two grown women, or however many people involved going at it over something stupid?
my thing is this, and now I get what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, and this is why I kind of had to side eye J. Cole about because he
Okay.
was all with Drake
Mm-hmm.
when Drake did that song First Person Shooter or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and he was all there, taking subs at Kendrick and shit like that too.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kendrick came out with that one joint, you know what I'm saying, with Future, which I felt
Mm-hmm.
like that was a dope verse. All of a sudden now you hype up this album, which that's review's gonna come next week, y'all. Stay tuned. You
Mm-hmm.
hype up this album and shit like that, and then you hype up this diss track. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden you have your own festival and you pretty much say you apologize. Because I feel like honestly, one side of me says that you try to do this to promote your festival, and the other side of me believes it's just like, okay, nigga, clearly you jumped on because technically it was mostly a Drake versus Kendrick and Future, but J. Cole jumped on it. But like I
Yeah.
said, I'm gonna do a whole video about this because I'm also want to mention why I think like hip hop beefs are kind of these days turns into some social media bullshit
Yeah.
because with those rappers Glorilla and JT, they were having a Twitter beef literally all weekend.
Mm.
And let's just say they were giving fifth grade insults. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna send you a video about that later.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm hardly ever on Twitter like that anymore. So
Yeah, I feel you. Or as I should say, X.
yeah, yeah. To me, I found like why change the name to something like that? You go from Twitter to the letter X.
That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And niggas still call X Twitter.
Yeah, yeah. To me, I'll always call it Twitter. I'm not gonna call it X.
Same.
Like, I hate the logo. I hate the fact that they even changed the name. I'm just like, why? Same. It's like same thing with Facebook. They call it Meta.
Right.
Like, how y'all go from Facebook to Meta? Like, come on.
And that I don't even get that myself. Meta. Jesus. Hey Mike, what's up?
What up? Yeah, the
Yeah, I
week
didn't
is
even,
so pointless.
it is. What else is going on? I was
Oh,
gonna
the
ask.
eclipse. The eclipse happened today.
I didn't even notice no clips from where I'm at. Honestly.
I kept hearing about it all this past week, this past weekend, and they were talking about how long it was going to last. Like it happened like sometime after 2, going on 3 o'clock, and then I noticed a difference.
Yeah, I feel you on that because
Yeah, because the last time we had an eclipse happen, it was in 2017, and I'm trying to remember if it was either spring 2017 or fall 2017.
I want to say spring.
Okay, yeah, spring 2017, yeah. Yeah, because this was before our final year.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay. Something else I was going to mention. Oh yeah, Missy Elliott, Sierra, and Busta Rhymes are apparently going on tour.
So that's the reason why Busta canceled his tour. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because at first I'm like, yeah, because like I said, he had planned shows. He had a show planned this month at the Fillmore here. And like I was going to cop me a ticket for that, but then all I know, like the next day or two, the show was canceled. I'm like, what in the world?
Honestly, I've always wanted to see Missy Elliott live, so
Mm, that'd be
that
interesting.
might, yeah, that might be a concert I definitely add to the list.
Mm.
Yeah, man. Who else is Oh, Locks is going on their 30th anniversary tour,
Yeah. I was
which
just about to mention that. Yeah, because I know they definitely going to be in North Carolina this year.
yeah,
Um, I know SWV, 702,
Maya.
um, Escape.
That's gonna be a hot one.
Yeah. I know there are other couple of female acts on there. I'm trying to remember. Total is going to be on that
Oh,
tour. Yeah,
oh,
Total.
Total's touring. Oh shit.
Yeah. Total. I feel like I'm leaving at least two more people out. I know they got the post on Instagram. Hang on,
Mm.
because I know I saved it. I'm trying to make sure I got the lineup right.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hot tour.
Yeah, I mean, I've already seen SWV and Escape before, so it won't be my first time seeing them.
Jesus.
Okay, I see it. Yeah. The Queens of R&B tour, Escape and SWV, with special guests Total, 702, and Maya.
I was thinking to actually re-listen to my discography too.
Hmm. And she still look the same.
For real.
She has not aged. That woman has not aged. Because
All
they'll
right.
be, yeah, because they'll also be in Raleigh this year too.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, July
P-
20th.
PNC Arena.
I believe so. I know I know they'll be in my city on the 17th.
Yeah, I definitely want to see at least two people I've never seen before this year because I know I saw a good couple of people and shit like that too. So that might be interesting.
Yeah, because I've already seen Escape and SWV live. I've never seen Total, 702, or Maya.
Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen SWB live too. Christian
Never
said,
escape.
"Did I see Escape live? Nah, I don't think I've ever seen Escape live. Nah.
Hmm.
What's up, Christian? Yeah, Char's gonna come tonight. I just have to. Ashley just had to show her collection and stuff like that too. So yes. Yeah, you said Sonic next week on TV One. Oh, I can't wait for that. Oh, speaking of Unsung, before we start, so Black actually had an episode.
Oh yeah, yeah. I kept seeing Instagram posts about it. Yeah, cause I'm trying to see if like, cause I got I'm trying to see if I'm able to watch Unsung on my TV. Cause I
If
know they
not, I
used,
can.
cause I know someone used to post the episodes on YouTube all the time, but ever since then, a lot of them got taken down. I guess due to copyright.
Right.
Yeah,
Hell, I can even give you my follow account because I got Unsung saved up. If you want to watch it, I got you.
yeah. There was a lot of them I have not watched yet.
Yeah. Plus, I record every episode too.
Yeah, cause I'm trying to remember. I can't remember the last episode of Unsung I watched. Cause it's been so long.
Yeah, but that Black episode was kind of good. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not the biggest fan of Black,
Hmm.
but yeah, they definitely went through a lot of shit. You
I
know what I'm
believe it.
saying?
Like
Yeah.
every other group we've ever known, it's always group after group after group going through something, whether it's personal or within the group or with management or something.
Right. Definitely. All right. So let's get started with this shit. I'm
All
ready
right,
whenever you are.
all right.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely, lovely, lovely day? This your boy Reg in the building. I got my homegirl Ashley. How you doing, Ash?
What's up? I'm good.
That's good. That's good. So she couldn't make it when we did a collection video last week, so I'm
Hmm.
just going to give her her own shot. She's going to show off what she got, and I'm very excited to see what she got too, because I heard she got some gems.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got some good stuff going. Okay. All right. Yeah, a lot of stuff I've been wanting to get my hands on for a minute. I'm glad I did. All right, so I'm gonna start off with a couple of soundtracks I got. Okay. Now the first one I got is from a movie I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen. Everybody named Mama been watched multiple times back in 1999, starring Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Life.
I got the soundtrack. I don't like the movie.
Yeah. Oh wow, I did not know that.
Oh my god, I used to watch it a lot growing up, but then
Hmm.
over the years, I just never. You would think with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, I would love the movie, but I just never liked that movie.
Mm. I mean, they worked together in Boomerang like 7 years prior to this.
A much better movie.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I like Boomerang too, but I mean, I guess the movie Life itself is, I guess, is an acquired taste for people to get used to. So I understand what you're saying. Another one I got is a movie that came out in the mid '90s, starring Alan Payne and Jada Pinkett,
Yes.
Jason's Lyric.
Classic. Ooh, I need that soundtrack. Ooh,
I thought you had this.
I never had a soundtrack.
Oh, okay, okay. I
That
thought,
has the black. Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, I was about to say, I thought, for some reason I kept thinking you did.
Yeah, that had the Black Men United song on it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I love that record.
yeah. Me too. Me too. Okay. Another soundtrack. I originally had it back when I was like much younger, like middle school, and it was from one of my favorite TV shows I watched growing up as a kid. And I always told myself if I was ever going to get this again, I'm not I'm not letting this one get away from me. So none other than the Proud Family.
Oh shit!
Mhm. Not the remake, the
Oh,
OG version of the
oh, I
Brown
know.
Panther. Mhm.
That's a dope soundtrack. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Yeah, I'm surprised they don't have it on Spotify or Apple Music or any other music streaming platform. To be real.
Disney's copyrights. That's probably it.
Yeah, I knew that had something to do with it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they're not gonna let them get their hands on that. I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah, another soundtrack I got is from like a straight to video movie that I watched countless times from the time I was in kindergarten up until sixth grade. I'm pretty sure a lot of kids growing up during the mid late '90s, going into early 2000s, know this movie that I watched every year, especially on this important civil rights leader's birthday around that time. None other than Our Friend Martin.
Oh wow, they had a soundtrack.
Hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm surprised you did not know that.
I mean, I knew some songs came out, but I didn't know they actually came up with a physical soundtrack and stuff.
Yeah, they did. They did. Cause I'll be real, it took me a minute the last few years to try to cop this. To be real, cause sometimes some people priced it outrageous,
I
but
believe
thankfully,
it.
I was able to get this for like 11 something for it. Yeah, yeah, they got songs on here. Let me see. Was Salt and Pepper featuring Cheryl Crow.
Yep.
Yeah. 702 on here. Brian McKnight and Diana King. They got Diana Ross. They got Montel Jordan, Stevie Wonder.
No surprise.
Yeah, Deborah Morgan. They got two songs. One of which is a cover of Marvin and Tammy's "Ain't No Mountain High Enough," and another one, "As Long as I Can Dream." They got Jackson Five um, and Shanice. Yeah. Okay, three more soundtracks. Okay, this one is a romantic. I guess you could say like a black romantic comedy during that came out in 2001, starring Morris Chestnut, D.L. Hughley, Bill Bellamy, and Shamar Moore, the brothers.
Never liked that movie.
Oh wow, what's not to like about this movie then?
Mm, it's it's one of those typical. I hate to say it's one of those typical. Just because we're blood, we always have to get along kind of movies, and I feel like it's kind of unrealistic to say the least.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I feel like they were trying to force all the brothers to love one another, and I'm just like, sometimes it might just take a while for that to happen, to form a connection.
Hmm. I mean, they were all dealing with their own issues, personal,
Yeah,
family, relationships, pretty much.
right.
I mean, I get what you're saying. The next soundtrack I got is definitely from a classic movie that came out during the late '90s that starred Lorenz Tate and Chris Tucker, Dead
Oh,
Presidents.
I got that too.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely a lot of this music came from the time period that the movie was based in, of course, the '70s. So a lot of stuff, a lot of people mentioning, like, or I'm sure to know, like Sly and the Family Stone, Isaac Hayes, James Brown, The Spinners, Barry White, Harold Melvin, The Blue Notes, Curtis Mayfield, OJ's, Al Green, The Dramatics. I mean, anyone who hasn't seen Dead Presidents or hasn't even listened to the soundtrack, definitely check this out.
One thing I loved about that soundtrack compared to like the "Why Do Fools Fall in Love" soundtrack was
Hmm.
it picked the right songs that fit the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to fit the
Because
decade. Yeah,
yeah, because I love the movie "Why Do Fools Fall in Love,"
me too.
but the soundtrack they definitely picked a lot of those soundtracks you
Late
would see on a
'90s sounds.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah
yeah. Because to me, I'm like, if you're gonna do a movie based, like, I guess based on the life of Frankie Lyman, y'all would have wanted to add add songs from like the 50s and 60s for it. I mean,
Right.
don't get me wrong. I mean, I know they had. I think one artist do their rendition of "Why Do Fools Fall in Love," and I know they had Mint Condition, Destiny's Child, and a couple of other artists.
Yeah.
And they also had Little Richard on there. I mean, don't get me wrong. Besides that, I mean, everything else it just only fit the time of like '98, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's something you would definitely see on like a Def Jam soundtrack at that time.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, I got nothing against the artists or any of that. It's just I feel like they could have picked songs that fit the movie during that era.
Right.
So I don't know who was I guess had their hands on like being executive producer and all that stuff for the soundtrack. I don't know who were running things back then.
Yeah. Let me see what label that soundtrack came out at. But yeah,
Yeah. And the last movie soundtrack is a classic that came out in the '80s, The Breakfast Club.
I love that sound. Let me tell you, that movie is
Hmm.
definitely John
Timeless.
Hughes. Yes, John Hughes' best movie.
Yeah, I like this one. I also like 16 Candles.
16 Candles was good too.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely John Hughes' best movies. Okay. Okay, next three albums I got from this hip hop group based out of Jersey. Um, None other than Naughty by Nature.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I love that album.
Yeah.
Question:
Hmm.
do you have the one with Uptown Anthem on it?
Um, let me see. It said Uptown Anthem. Uptown Anthem. Let me see. Mm, no, no, I don't. I don't.
Oh, you got the OG copy. That's a collector's item right there.
Oh, for this one?
Yeah, cause when Uptown Anthem came out on the Juice soundtrack, that was so much of a big hit. They re-released that album and they added Uptown Anthem, but I never actually seen the OG copy. So
Mm,
wow, you got a
yeah,
collector's item. I'm impressed.
yeah. I got that one. I got 19 Naughty 3.
Yo, that might be my favorite album from them. I'm gonna be real with you.
Mm-hmm.
They went straight up gangsta on that.
And I got Poverty's Paradise.
My second favorite album from them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I've been waiting to get my hands on these for a minute, and that's it for that. Next album I got from a girl group who were signed to MJJ Productions, a
Oh,
group that I feel that a whole lot of people don't talk about a lot. Brownstone Still Climbing.
I love Brownstone, man. That's a very underrated group.
I know, I know. Yeah, yeah, I like their stuff because pretty much I know my mom she got their album like back in the day, and I remember some of their songs were on this mixtape that she had a long time ago. And I remember I used to play that mixtape a lot. So yeah, I always told myself if I was gonna get any of their music, I was gonna get that second one because I already got their first one. So
Yeah, I need to get the albums too.
yeah, okay. Next ones I got this lady right here, straight out of Philly. None other than Jill Scott. Who is Jill Scott? Words and Sounds, Volume 1.
Yes,
Yeah, she
I
definitely got
love.
a. Yeah, I love this one too. She had
Yes,
hits such as Getting in the Way, A Long Walk, He Loves Me, The
he
Way.
loves me.
hmm yeah, yeah, a lot of great cuts off this album. And I also got Words and Sounds Volume 2.
That's another great album too. That never got It's Just You. Let me be real.
hmm hmm Of course, everyone knows her song Golden.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know it get played a lot on certain black shows, and I know I heard it in the movie Obsessed back in '08. So yeah, okay. Next one I got it's an album that I've been wanting to get my hands on for a minute. I know I don't even know if they have a hard copy of her first one. I got Victoria Monet's second
Oh,
album, Jaguar 2.
yo, you got the heat. Oh shit.
Yeah, I got Jaguar 2. Like I said, I don't have her first one though, cause I've been looking all over the place to see if anyone sold hard copies of it or not. I'll probably have to check her website to see if her if the site got that.
Check Discogs.
Discogs got it. Yeah, that'll be my other option. But yeah, yeah, because of course you know the song everyone keep playing on my mama, and I know
I love it. Yes.
she got a bunch of Grammy nominations, and did she win any?
Yeah, she won a few Grams. I think she won
Okay,
for
yeah,
best new
well
artist. Yeah.
deserved, well deserved. So yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay, next ones I got a couple of Monica albums. I got Code Red,
That was an okay album.
yeah, and Still Standing.
Her best album.
Yeah, yeah, I like Everything to Me and Love All Over Me. Those are my favorites.
Yo, when that album came out, they played the fuck up everything to me
Yeah.
nonstop on R&B radio. Like I know people love Miss Thing and The Boy Is Mine, but I
Mm-hmm.
always put that to me is Monica's R&B album, strictly R&B album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to get the joint the All Eyes on Me joint, and I also need to get the After the
I
Storm.
think that's the only album I don't got the All Eyes on Me one.
Mm, yeah,
I
man.
think I got pretty much everything else but that one.
Oh shit. Okay. Shit, I just got her first two, so I'm
Mm.
slipping.
Yeah, I got that one, and I got the album that had the song "You Should Have Known Better," "So Gone." You know,
Yeah, after the storm. Yeah.
yeah. After the Storm, I got that one. Okay. Next three I got it's from a woman that we've all known since she was a teenager in the mid '90s. None other than Brandy. I got Never Say Never,
Classic.
Full Moon,
Her best album. Mhm.
and Aphrodisiac.
That came out '04, right?
hmm
Yeah, that album, I have to re-listen to it, but that was pretty straight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I got most of her albums as well.
Yeah,
Next,
man.
yeah, next ones I got Keisha Cole's "Calling All Hearts."
That has some joints on it.
Yeah, yeah, it has some stuff on it I like, and
Mhm.
1111 Reset.
See, I never heard that one.
Okay. Yeah, there were a few things I heard off this, so yeah, I'm just definitely gonna, since I got my hands on it, definitely really fully deep dive listening to that one too.
Yeah. I try to watch a Lifetime movie, but I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of boring. I'm not gonna hold you.
I haven't seen her Lifetime movie, the two that Mary had, and I never watched the Salt and Pepper one.
Yeah, that one was good.
Mm, Yeah, but I felt bad that they left out Spinderella.
Yeah, that's another story for a
Yeah,
different day.
yeah, yeah. Okay. Got a couple of other ones. I got an album that we discussed a few years back. She was she's known as the first lady of Bad Boy Records, Faith Evans' Faith album.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, because I've been wanting to get my hands on this one for a minute.
Yeah, I need to get more Faith Evans album. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Mm. I got that one. I got Keep the Faith, Faithfully.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Faithfully album. I love, to be real
Mm.
with you. Like, see, Puffy was going through his gun issues, legal issues. He
Oh
didn't have
yeah.
time to market that fucking album like he should have.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a shame.
On sense.
Yeah. Okay, this next album I got, I think you and Try went over recently. Janae, pronounced Janae.
Yep.
Hmm. Yeah, to me, I feel like they could have done good things during the early 2000s and whatnot if they just would have kept going. You know.
Right. Right. At least they didn't break up on the bad terms and shit.
Right, right. Yeah, they did. They pretty much ended off in mutual circumstances. So
Now,
I
now
give
let me ask. Oh,
I give
I
them
was gonna,
that.
right. But let me ask you a question.
Mm.
Changing Faces or Johnny?
Mm. Even though they both are incredible, I would have to go with Janae only because I'm a little bit more familiar with their stuff than Changing Faces.
I feel you on that. I feel you. Because I had just recently got Changing Faces' first album,
Mm.
and I've never actually heard the second and third album, but Try said that they were all very good. So I
The,
was thinking about talking about them in the future.
mm. The only reason I know a little bit about Changing Faces is I hear one of their songs on the radio, "Get Out" and "Stroke You Up,"
I love
and
Stroke You Up.
I remember they did a song for the Space Jam soundtrack.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the only reason I'm somewhat familiar with them.
I feel you. See, the album version of the first album, I got that because that long intro was Stroke You Up.
Mm.
The jazzy, I'm just like, see, if a real producer knew how to sample, they can chop that shit up and make a lovely beat out of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah, I don't have none of their albums, so okay. The next one I got is from a group that was pretty popular during the late '80s, going into the early '90s, and I watched their unsung episode as well as their documentaries on Tubi. Troops Attitude.
Yes, I didn't forget about that review too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm in no rush. Cause so far I got that one, I got their first one, and I got the Deeper album. I'm not getting that little something something album. I'm sorry, I'm not getting that.
Is it bad?
I I mean, if you watch their unsung episode, you know there was a backstory about stuff that was going on with that album because there's
Yeah.
so many things like the album cover. There was only three guys. It was Steve, Allen,
Oh,
and Big Me, and Demetrius Ship Senior. There was that, and so Rodney, John, and Reggie weren't on that album cover.
yeah, because I know it was after the '93 album, right?
Deepa came out in I want to say '92.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they were dealing with a whole bunch of issues with that. The vice president of the record label they were on, they didn't like the fact that MC Hammer's brother was their manager,
I
and
remember that too.
yeah, and even on the liner credits for that little something something album it said to Sylvia Rhone. our jabs weren't good enough. So here's an uppercut. Too bad you didn't believe it. I'm like, y'all really gonna say that to the woman who pretty much launched y'all's career, and y'all were able to travel all over the world and do all these things, and that's the thing she got? Like, really?
Well, I'm not gonna I'm gonna be with Sylvia Rome. I
Mm-hmm.
respect her legacy, but she fucked
Mm-hmm.
over a lot of artists. Let's keep it real with you. And Vogue.
But to be real, do you really think she really screwed over Troop, or do you think she was trying to save their careers?
Well, I have to rewatch The Unsung and whatnot, and I know they came out with a documentary,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to answer that question just yet. But I know that a lot of artists complain about Sylvia Ronan and how she either fucked up with the creative control of the album, royalties, like and Vogue were doing all them shows, all them commercials, and they didn't really receive a lot of money based
Mm.
on that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the main reasons why they didn't really promote the EV3 album like that. You know, which I didn't really fuck with that album like that. I'm gonna be real with you, but I just
Yeah.
stick. I just stick to the first two, the self-titled and Funky Divas. But
Mm.
I know my shit about Sylvia. Even Salt and Pepper too complained about her at one point.
Mm. Now
Yeah,
that I did not know. I did not know Salt and Pepper and Vogue had issues with her. I knew that when Troop had switched managements, she she wasn't feeling that, and at one point she ended up taking the Deeper album off the shelves. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. I'm
And
not
two,
the
to me, they
biggest.
weren't making a lot of smart choices when it came to their management, because there were a lot of people, as far as management goes, that Sylvie was going to hook Troop up with, and they didn't go with them, any of them.
That I heard they weren't the strongest business minded either.
No,
So
they weren't. Because I mean, when they signed originally, they were teenagers, so they didn't know nothing about the business. Their parents didn't know
right,
nothing about the business. They didn't
mhm.
know nothing when it came to their royalties and publishing, and that the record label they were on owned like half their royalties, and
That's
just
why
a whole bunch of
artists
stuff.
read your contract, or if you don't understand it, take it to a lawyer.
Exactly, and they didn't get no lawyer.
Shit, but yeah,
That's how a lot of groups and artists get screwed over, because they don't read the terms and conditions of their contracts.
right. They think just because a label buys you a house or a car,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, you set for life. No, motherfucker. They don't. That's a loan. They can take that shit away from you at any motherfucking time.
Then too, the fame comes so much faster than the money, which is
Right,
crazy.
right.
Yeah, yeah. I had no idea she had issues with all the other people. Mm, that's a shame. Okay, the next ones I got are Tina Turner's "What's Love Got to Do with It." This is, I think, for the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, because pretty much you got like some photos of some scenes from the movie on the back of the album. Yeah, of course, a lot of stuff of her hits from back in the day, and and of course, "What's Love Got to Do with It" is the last track on the album, and other songs such as "Nutbush City Limits,"
Yes.
"Proud Mary," "A Fool in Love." You know, her cover of "Disco Inferno," and "I Don't Want to
Which I
Fight."
thought I actually like that cover more than the original. To be real with you.
Mm. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Next one I got is Donna Summer, Summer the Original Hits.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, I Feel Love, Love to Love You Baby, um, Heaven Knows, On the Radio, Bad Girls, She Works Hard for the Money, Dim All the Lights, Last Dance. I mean, No More Tears, Enough is Enough. I mean, anyone who isn't familiar with Donna Summer, definitely check her music out, as well as her documentary on Max. Because I mean, I watched that more than once. That's a good documentary. Kudos to her, one of her daughters, for directing that.
Definitely.
Yeah. Next one I got is Ariana Grande's "Yours Truly."
That's a recent album.
No, this one came out in 2013.
Oh, I'm waiting. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, but I thought yeah, kind of think, but I can't even think of what her latest album is now. Cause last I remember was Positions.
That was a good album.
Mm, yeah, yeah, she has some stuff on here right there with Big Sean, and she has The Way featuring Mac Miller. Those are the songs that I know I'm familiar with because I remember hearing them getting played. When I used to work my very first job, I know they would play that all over the intercom and all that stuff. Okay, next ones I got are Money Long's first album. It has
Okay.
the song, yeah, it has the song "Hours and Hours." I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with. Yeah, yeah, I haven't
I got
listened
it.
to a full album yet, so I'm gonna definitely take a listen to this.
Let me know how that album is, because I might check it out too.
Yeah, cause I think between that and the song that they've been playing a lot, "Made for Me," I like that song.
Yeah, that made for me is dope too.
Yeah, yeah, I even watched the video. That video was dope too. Okay, the next one I got is Pete Rock's Pete Instrumentals album, the first one.
Yo, me and Ant were just talking about that album. I said it was okay.
Mm. Yeah, I got this one and the second one. Um, Originally I was wanting to cop the third one, but for some reason ended up getting lost in the mail.
Oh hell no.
And yeah, so I was like, just give me my money back. So thankfully they refunded me my monies, but still, because I ordered that one and the Weeknd's House of Balloons album. Pretty much they none of those
Nice.
two did not make it to where I lived. I'm like, just give me my money back.
Yeah, cause y'all playing right now.
Yeah, because like originally I would have gotten it on whatever day was originally supposed to be delivered. Then they said that there was a delay, and then next thing you know, possibly lost during transit somehow. And I'm like, nah, yeah, I'm better off just refunding my money
Right, y'all playing.
because I'm like, this is getting ridiculous. And that's not the first time something like that happened.
I've had it happen to me too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, really? Like, what in the world goes on?
One time I ordered MC8's classic debut album, We Come Strapped. No, no,
Mm.
it wasn't that. It was Commons Like Water for Chocolate, excuse me.
Mm.
I got the album in pieces. Yes, in
Pieces?
pieces. Crumpled up pieces.
So it broke during transit,
I have no idea how it happened.
or did someone just blatantly dropped it at your doorstep?
Whatever happened, I told Amazon, give me my motherfucking money back because I cannot listen to an album like this.
It's pretty much destroyed. Like how?
Exactly. That's crazy.
That's insane. Now it's one thing, like say if the case that it comes in gets like a little crack or a big crack or something on it, but for the actual CD itself to be pretty much destroyed by the time you get it, that's ridiculous.
Right.
That makes no sense. That's unbelievable. Hmm. I got at least like seven more albums to go. So next one I
Okay.
got is an album that came out in '05. Kanye West Late Registration.
Nice.
Hmm. Yeah. Now, if I were to get any of his albums, I'll get his early ones, not the latest stuff. Cause to me, he just got too freaking weird at one point. Yeah. Next one I got is from a group that I don't think we've ever discussed yet. Um, Based out of Waco, Texas. High Five, their first album.
Yeah, we never discussed high five. I just realized that.
No, yeah, yeah. Their hits are I just can't handle it. I like the way the kissing game. I can't wait another minute.
Tragic R&B group.
I know. I mean, so many stuff happened with that group. I'm like, man, it seemed like it was always something going on. I think between them, Troop, and so many others, it's just like, wow. Next one I got album that dropped in 1991. It was executive produced by Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Um, Sounds of Blackness, the Evolution of Gospel album.
I never actually heard an album from them.
Mm, mm. I mean, I've heard a couple of songs, but I never listened to their full album in its entirety. So this is my first one that I got from them. Because, of course, they got songs like Optimistic and, you know, for anyone who wasn't too familiar with the Sounds of Blackness, I would say start from their at the very beginning, I guess, and then kind of work your way up. Because I honestly don't know how many albums they have in their discography. Okay, my last four. Um, this next one I got is from an artist who was popular during the early 2000s. Originally, he was part of a boy band that was very short lived, and then eventually he branched out into having a solo career. Um, this album came out in '07. Lloyd's Street Love.
Not a bad album. I fuck with Lord.
It has joints such as You featuring Lil Wayne, Get It Shorty, that was a hit. Um, Player's Prayer, I'm not sure that one was a hit or not, but I feel like a lot of people like that song too. Um, and the bonus track, he has the I Want You remix featuring Andre 3000 and Nas.
Yes.
I like that one. I like that one.
Boy, man, that took me back, man. That song's taking me back and shit.
Yeah, I think this album came out, I think, during my first year of high school.
Ooh,
Hmm.
it was my
Yeah.
first year of middle school that came out.
Mm, yeah. Next one is from a woman that we've known over the years in film and TV, and I think this is probably the only studio album that she ever put out. Tisha Campbell's Tisha.
Oh, I got that album too. Oh my god. But let me tell you something. I got that album mostly for and Jasmine Guy's album for research purposes.
Okay.
That's some fake ass Whitney Houston, CC Peniston shit she was doing. Push, you got to push. What the fuck? What the fuck she talking?
I remember hearing her sing that song on Martin. At first, I was like, okay, I need to hear the actual song if it even existed. So that was
Push, you got to
partly
push.
yeah, that was partly the reason why I got it.
Mm. I mean, for collector's purposes, it's a
Yeah,
nice little thing to add to your collection, but
yeah, yeah.
don't expect no fucking vocals. Don't expect no R&B runs and shit. You're not gonna get that.
No, But I think at the same time too, I'm pretty sure not a lot of people knew what to do with Tisha or Jasmine at that point.
See, the Jasmine album was a little better because
Mm.
I'm not saying she's the best singer, but she didn't really she knew her limitations. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, like
And
she knew her range.
yeah, and the Full Force production too was not a bad choice for the time. You know what I'm
Right, right.
saying? To be
Yeah, they were.
honest,
I know they weren't gonna push too hard on her.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like Jamie's first album from '94 was very underrated. I like that one.
Mm,
The Peep This album.
mm. The next one I got is a man we've discussed his previous albums before. We all know that he's gonna be going on tour this year. Usher's Coming Home. And I already know how you feel about this album. I know you talked about it on your channel, and I haven't
Yeah,
watched the review yet. So I'm gonna have to
I don't
take a listen to this because
I don't think we reviewed that album.
oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
because
I'm just gonna have to
I was
listen.
gonna ask
I'm
you.
just gonna have to listen for myself.
Yeah,
So
but yeah.
yeah, because I know you had strong feelings about this album. I already know.
Oh yeah, TikTok music.
Yeah, that comment. Yep, yep. I'm gonna have to listen to that for myself. Okay. And the final album, I remember we discussed her first album a few years ago, SZA's SOS.
I love that album. Oh my god.
Yeah, a dope album, a very dope album. It got a lot of cuts I like. Snooze, Gone Girl, um, Open Arms, I Hate You.
It should have won album of the year in the Grammys, but a
Wait,
witch
who
named
took home album of the year?
Taylor Swift,
Oh,
the woman of the year apparently.
oh my God, why? Why? I'm
I feel
like,
like
who
she's a
be
witch.
vote?
She just
I be
cast a
wondering
spell.
sometimes. I be wondering sometimes who is in charge of voting, or how do they calibrate all the votes for all the people who are nominated in categories? Like that's
I
like
don't
how
know.
it was, like when like at the VMAs awards when she got her first VMA, and then when Kanye came up and said, "I'm gonna let you finish," but Beyonce had one of the best albums of all time.
Mm.
Because I'm like, what is it about Taylor Swift? I, I'm not understanding. I mean, I got nothing against the woman, but it's like, what about her stuff makes people go bonkers for? Like,
I just don't know.
I don't either. I'm at a loss. I'm like, how did the Taylor's album get album of the year but not SZA? Like, make that make sense to me, please.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of those nominations, minus one group, were all women of color. The only white women were Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift. And guess who
So
they
you mean
gave
to
it?
tell? So you mean to tell me all the countless nominations were pretty much dominated by women of color,
Yes.
but yet you could not give not one of them that award for album of the year? You kidding me?
Yo, that's crazy.
Like, what type of BS is that? Like, that's another reason why I don't be watching award shows. It's just the nonsense that goes on.
Mm. I feel you. I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, and I'm like, really? Like, do people really give a whole lot of thought into it, or they just be blind and just picking?
I have no idea.
Well, yeah, that's it for my collection. So as you can see, I already got a bunch of dope cuts. As you can see, I know some stuff that you may not have known existed, like the Our Friend Martin soundtrack, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, you got some dope heat. I'm not gonna be mad. You got some heat though.
yeah. Yeah, it was some stuff that I've been had my eye on for a minute.
So I was thinking, we should definitely do the TLC 3D review. The next one, we should definitely do that one.
Okay, I'm gonna have to prepare myself for that because I haven't played that. I have not played that album
Yeah,
in a long time. Because to me, it seemed like it started off on a good, kind of like a good note, but when Left Eye passed, it just wasn't the same. It was like, to me, I
yeah.
think they should have just scrapped the whole project after that. Because I'm like, how y'all gonna continue on? Excuse me, without her.
How they? I know. And don't even get me started on the self-titled album that came out years ago. They had the audacity to name it TLC.
To me, they could have done that when Left Eye was around.
Exactly.
Like that could have been like something that could have, I guess, been like a, I don't know, either a place filler before 3D or something before that, or I don't know. I don't know. Cause like if I were to just re-listen to all their stuff, I would go back to the first three albums. Yeah, cause I think I only got 3D and that self-titled album for collective purposes.
Got
Cause
you.
yeah, cause when I ordered the self-titled album, I thought I was gonna get the explicit cut, but I ended up getting the clean cut. I'm like, man,
And then it's also you gotta be careful with some of these motherfuckers because they be trying to oversell you. Let's just say it's like they want to have a reissue, they want to sell you, but they want to overcharge that reissue and stuff like that too. You gotta be careful of
no,
that.
no, 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 it wasn't that. That album was cheap. That album was cheap. Like I only paid I think like $6, $7 for that.
I feel you.
Yeah,
Mhm. But yeah, Ash, thank you so much for coming on and shit like that too, as always.
yeah,
You know what
no
I'm
problem.
saying? Yeah, I actually might go for a little jog and stuff like that.
All right.
Maybe I might see the solar eclipse if I see it, you know?
I mean, I think this it was only a one and done thing. I don't think we're gonna get anything else.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right, everybody. Well, I'm going to come back later on tonight because we're going to talk about the Queen album Jazz and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So catch us tonight at 11 o'clock. And then also get a few announcements here and there. I might have a few surprises in between there. So, Ashley, I'll see you when I see you. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. Peace.
Peace.